Hello everyone. I will show you step by step how and what you have to do in order to eliminate all the privacy things that you doesn't want to be on computer, be obtained by somebody else. So in this case, we're going to need a program. The program is called Registry Scanner. It's a free program. It's called RegScan, and it's available on this website, www.nearsoft.net. You feel free download it. It's a free version and excellent tool to work. So in our case, we're going to try to find files that we just recently used. Let's say we use this vase and use it in Paint, and then we modified something and we say save it. So we save some changes. Basically, we're using that thing as well as other thing. Let's say this MP3 file, anything you name it, whatever you open, it's right now saved in the history. Whatever you just opened on your computer, it is in your history, and it is vulnerable. Everybody can see it. Even if you clean your browser cache, Windows, if you go to disk C and right click on it, properties, and make a disk cleanup, which is clean all the junk off of it, you're still going to have all your files on it in the history. So here's what you do to remove everything. So basically, let's say copy this name of the files that you think you're supposed to use, and you don't want anybody else to get access to it. After you get the name of that file, copy and paste it into the search criteria over here in the registry scan and hit OK. Another thing, make sure you do not delete any extra stuff. Registry is very important. It's basically computer brain, and if you screw up with some of the digits inside these settings, your computer won't boot. So always back up registry before you do any changes, in case if you need to recover something. But as I'll show you this simple thing, you should have no problem just deleting what I'm going to show you to delete. It's still scanning. As you can see, the file is big. I should have picked a smaller name, but anyway, it'll take a little while. And as you can see, we already have some records in our registry of that file to be used. Okay, the scan is complete, and we'll start removing evidence for these files and for something else. So here is in the recent paint. This is the paint. Don't make sure don't delete anything else in there, because you can screw up the paint and won't work very well. So anyway, in the recent file list, you can see we do have different file names, which folders was been used, and all these files was used recently, and you can safely select them, right click and delete, and the system will gonna ask you, sure you want to delete this history? You click OK. Now you close this registry thing and go to the next step and double click on the next session. That's in a different location. This is in Applets Paint, and this is in Explorer, recent documents. So basically, here you go. If you double click on this one, you can see it's all embedded into the system. You can't really recognize what that means, but it's all here. And people that always do evidence removal from computer, they can be always obtain all this information. So basically, in recent documents, we have here hundreds of files that have been used over here. So you can safely remove all these files just like that. Don't select default and don't select MRU list. Just select all of this, right click, delete. All that history is deleted now. Next thing, you go to open recent document. When you open the recent document, each file contain each information of the file that has been used recently. Here's for the zip folder, for the regular folders, which is going to delete it right now. For the torrents, RFT, any files you guys opened, MP4, MP3, JPEGs, anything you guys been used recently, it's all over here. So let's see at least AVA, this first file. You double click on it, and you can see it has a history. It's from recording, basically from my screen capturing in that folder. Here's the name and links and everything, and this can be obtained. So you can basically right click on it and delete. Again, don't touch MRU list and defaults, but these structures is automatically can be reappear next time you use the file system. So make sure you don't delete the folder. You can select everything out of that folder and right click on it, delete. So it's basically all the folder names you have used are all saved over here. But the rest of those files, you can safely right click on it, delete, and hit a yes. Again, delete, yes, delete, yes, delete, yes. Don't delete folder, and a recent file is. Basically, that's how you remove it. Next step, you can run MRU down there, and you can save, delete these A and B sections as well. Okay, that's second step. There's also we have over here, so it's already deleted. Now, let's see, we have another file paint list right here. Let's double open it and see it's already cleaned. So it was cleaned and Explorer documents we just deleted recently. So basically none of those records left in computer anymore. So that's how you, if you scan it again, you're not going to be able to find any records of that file. As you can see, scan is complete, and there's no registry keys left in this time. So basically, that's how you get remove history from your computer, permanent history for using any media files, anything else. Another suggestion exactly right after this, if you don't need the backup, for instance, try to restart your computer. And if your computer restarts fine, that means you didn't damage anything in inside of your registry. Go ahead and go to your computer folder. It's like computer folder, and right click on it, properties, made disk cleanup. Clean basically your computer from leftover junks on your computer. We're going to calculate and say you have all the junk on it, and you go ahead and do that. Another thing what you can do after this registry clean, and go to let's see, what are you going to, I think you're going to elsewhere. You right click on the computer, right click properties on the computer, and over here what you can do, you can look into the system protection right here, and you're going to find system restore points. So what you need to do, if your computers run fine, you're going to need check your system restore point. So make sure all your restore points and backups is deleted. Go to system restore protection, which is under let's see, this is C right here, configure C, and our system restore is on. So basically we do have 975 megabytes in a system memory set and saved. Whenever you back it up, your computer is constantly backing up your file, so your registry is backed up. So in this case, anybody want to retrieve something from your computer, they're going to use this backup to retrieve registry. What I suggest to turn off system restore protection, apply, and click yes. I'm already done this. I don't want to do this, take a little bit of time. Delete all the restore points in this include system settings right here. You don't have to turn off system restore point. Just delete whatever you have in your system. Your restore point were deleted successfully. So now you don't have any restore points. So now you don't have anything in your registry, as well you don't have anything in your computer that is left. So that's basically how you do all of this. And in a couple of seconds, we're going to also clean up our computer from the mess. Well, I'm not going to do that, but this basically it's explanation how to keep your computer nice and clean without of any information left that you don't want to anybody else see it, like I don't know who. It doesn't really matter. It's just the way things work, and people's asking for security and privacy, and here's the answer for you. The hackers can get into your computer, the relatives can get into your computers, and co-workers, anybody, you name it, can get into your computers. And you don't want them to see where you've been and what you're doing and all of that. Alright, okay, that was information on what kind of files that was opened in your computer, and how to delete all of that, so you don't have any evidence left. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe and likes and comment.